back to Charlie's House Call Auto Repair. Today we're going to go work on a 2012 Dodge Ram 1500 four-wheel drive. We've done a video on the brakes on this vehicle not that long ago. I'll include that in the link up above. We're going up there now due to a blown brake line and a broken gas strap. Turns out the gas strap's not broken, it pulled itself out of the frame. And the blown brake line is up at the junction valve, up at the top of the frame rail above the wheel. So follow along as we pull this bed off. And I think the first thing we're going to need to do is take the box out of the back of this. Now before we get the hoist into place and start trying to lift the bed off, we've got 6 bolts underneath to let loose. We've got to disconnect the fuel supply lines that go down to the tank, and we've got to undo some wiring. So we're going to take the tail lights out to access the tail light wiring, strip this down as much as we can, take the tailgate off, maybe even take the bumper off, and then we're going to lift the bed and roll it out of the way. Now, as I had stated, there are 6 bolts. There's 2 in the back, 1 up here. They're 18 millimeter. I'm using a 6-point with a breaker bar. You've got to have at least a foot's worth of extensions to get up in there. So let's get underneath there and get these things loosened up. Probably about the best angle I can get you on this one. We're going to take the extensions and we're going to go up through this hole all the way up into the top. Find that bolt that's up in there. It's a little tricky to, there we are. And we're going to work this around a little bit, get some penetrating oil worked down into it, and we're going to go repeat this on all of the other bolts as well. This is where you can see both of the bolt holes. We're going to go up into here, straight all the way up. This is why you need the long extensions. Get all the way up in there, get that one, and get that worked loose. I'm going to come back and I'm going to spin these out with the impact now that I know that they do move. I'll get this last one up here. A little stubborn, and we'll do the same thing over on the other side. Just using my socket back. The only reason I haven't removed the tailgate yet is so it'll hold my camera for me right there. And what do we got here? T25 Torx. Slide the taillight straight back and out. One of the light bulbs decided to unplug itself. And we're going to do the same thing with the other one. Set the taillight down out of the way. And sneak the lighting into the corner of the bed. Because we're going to be pulling that down through. We have an electrical connector right here as well to disconnect. And we're going to repeat the same thing over on this side. Careful not to lose the screws, keep them with the tail light. This one doesn't want to slide straight back. Let's go back to the other side real quick, take a look. Okay, we have to pop out. Oh, there's a... Okay. We've got two push pins that go in this way that hold it. They don't want to let go. Alrighty. That got them to let go. Now unplug your bulbs. Ooh, that one's a little charred. Wow, really? I'm just going to unplug this one. Well, it's almost like somebody stuffed this one in at the wrong angle. Alright, and we'll slide those down into the chassis as well, into the corner of the box. Next is that connector. Now the connector that I'm talking about is right here in the middle of the tailgate. There's a little tab right there. You got to push it towards the middle and then pull this piece here out. See if I can do this with one hand. Probably not. Nope, I cannot do that with one hand. Maybe not that hand. No, can't do that with one hand. Hold on a second. Grab the wiring, that'll probably make things a little easier. Lift that out, slide this back. And we're not going to be able to unclip this until the tailgate is actually off, I think. Yeah. Alright. You take the screws, put the screws back in the back of the taillight. And that with both of these. This one here has come from the scrapyard apparently, and from the looks of this, it's also an aftermarket replacement. Pretty good match. We'll put these away nice and safe. Now we'll get the tailgate off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lift up for the tailgate. We're going to unhook cables on each side. And the way that you do that is by pulling on this tab right here, lifting up on the cable, and lifting it off of the bolt. And then your tailgate can sit down. Be careful that you don't damage anything. You can also cause damage to the body with here, so be careful with that. Now, to be able to unhook the tailgate, one side usually has a slot, and this one does. You've got to lift the tailgate back up, get it at just the right angle, and then you can lift it straight off of the hook, set it down, and then slowly, carefully slide it over the other way so you don't drop it. Like that. Now, we can go ahead and release the lock pin on this. Maybe not. Let's try something a little different here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a balancing act. That slid over, and then that slid over. We should be able to get this to release. So you slide the red lock over. Once the red lock is over, then this tab can be pushed down in, and you can release it. Push that through the hole, grab your tailgate, and go set it someplace safe and secure. Body clip removal tool. Get down underneath and start unhooking the wiring. Pull the wiring from the tail lights down through. And then we're going to need to use the tool to remove the clip that's right here. I think, maybe not. If I rock it back and forth, I might be able to pull it through. I think we're winning. Yep. Okay, that one's out. Anything that's attached to the bed needs to be detached. Now we've got another wire right here. That one's going to have to come out. So we'll need the tool for that. Excuse me while the mosquito's chomping on my ear. Let's try this again. Oh, I missed the mosquito. How do you like that? Got him that time. Oh, this thing's relentless. There's another one in my face. There, pull that through, hang that down, and then we got to work over there. Get the that light fixture right there disconnected. That wiring. Get these wires pulled down through. Light bulb down out of the way. And then we get the little fastener right there. Alright, anything else connected to the box anywhere? Don't see anything else. So I think we're ready to pull those 6 bolts out. I could not find a ground strap, so I'm expecting to find one somewhere. And due to the dogs barking like crazy in the house, I wasn't able to catch this earlier. This piece right here, you lift up these 2 corners. Squeeze them together. You can push them behind this. Once you have, you can pull this whole piece over, and then you can move this down and out of the way so that it's no longer attached to the bed. And we can hopefully get this out without a vent. Actually, I'm just going to take this thing right off right now if I can. I don't know if I can or not. There's a rubber donut in here that I'll mess with when we're trying to get this thing off. In the meantime, I'm going to leave the gas cap on so we don't smell fumes. 10-inch extension and the impact. We're going to get underneath here and hopefully not get a face full of dirt. Now this one here, I need one more extension. Let's see. Just keep in mind that with every extension you lose a little torque. Wow. It'd be faster by hand. Bonk. Be right back. I'm back with a cheater bar and my 1/2-inch ratchet. Just in case I need a little more, I've got the bar. Ow. Right in the face. Oh, that hurt. Alright. Let's get up in here and stop hurting myself and get these bolts out of here. Oh, this parking brake cable is in my way. Just hang off. I'll go right between it. Hey, I found the ground strap. Well, there's the first bolt out. Back two. There's one more. Okay, this one's going to fight a little. Back to where we were. Ow, pinched again. Last bolt on this side. Now I'm going to do it 3 more times on the other side. Be back when I'm done with that. And there's the last bolt. Oh, that was the one. Last bolt out. Alright, now do I want to pull the bumper? Let's see. We're going to take each one of these straps, and we're going to tie it into the corner. Just like that. They're on the hook from the inside out though. These are obviously way longer than what I need. One way to keep it from going anywhere. One more. Problem when you got four wheels that just free roll. So we're going to get that hook stuck in there. But if that'll work, then, well, that'll work. Now let's get off of this thing before it decides to lift up in the air. We get some cardboard in here to protect these. Even better yet, we'll use some blankets. Back down with it. Now we got to get the strap and all of that unhooked from the gas line. Now the ground strap by the filler neck disconnected and the hose is disconnected because there's a clamp underneath there that holds the hose to the side. I'm just going to leave that because I don't want to break that off. So I disconnected the hoses. Everything is ready to lift it off. Tighten that one up a little so that'll pull that corner up. adjusted the straps and got it balanced out better, we're gonna wheel it out of the way. This is what we pulled the bed off for, and those guys in there are the reason why I'm calling this quits for now. Spraying myself in the face with bug spray. Oh, blooper. Come back here, Crane. Oh, shut up. I am not working on that now. No way. I'm not doing it.